Hey guys, it's ayebeepee and welcome back to my channel. I have my bachelor's in criminal justice and a minor in psychology, and I'm going to say that for the next 68 videos because I'm just so proud of myself. On top of that, I am a board member for a nonprofit called Voices for the Silenced, and we help family and loved ones of missing people and just get them resources or awareness or anything like that that we can achieve. We have done like billboards, social media presence, we do searches, and we fundraise quite a bit for people. So if you have someone you need help with that is missing, please get a hold of us and we'll do what we can. And today we are here with another talking CJ with, of course, my pups behind me once again, because this is now their new favorite spot when I film. And today we are going to talk about an organization that I talk a lot about in my videos, so I figured it'd be a good time to tell you guys about them. So today we are going over Texas EquuSearch. And to go over what EquuSearch is, we really have to start from where the inspiration of EquuSearch came from. In 1984, 16-year-old Laura Miller had her mom drive her to a gas station to use a payphone to call her boyfriend. Now, her mom was trying to hurry her up on the phone because her mom had to go to work. But Laura, being 16, wanted to talk to her boyfriend longer. And her mom did decide that they didn't live very far from this gas station, just a couple of blocks over. And her mom thought since they just lived down the road, it really wouldn't be that big of a deal for Laura to walk back to the house herself. But Laura never came home. And Laura was missing for 17 months. And no news would cover her story. They wouldn't really do anything with the police station because they assumed she was just a runaway. But she ended up being found 2.5 miles from her house, killed. And this devastated her father, Tim Miller. Tim has always really liked race car driving and working on construction projects for friends and family. But he lost hope in pretty much everything when this was going on with Laura, especially when she was missing. And he did, at some point, start planning revenge. He also became extremely and he had even checked himself into a mental hospital because he was really scared he was going to hurt himself. And the next day after he checked himself in was when Laura was found. And he has said in multiple interviews, he is so happy that he was in that mental hospital because when he found out that news, he would have himself if he could have. But then a family of a missing girl got a hold of Tim Miller and asked them to help them plan a search for their daughter. And then families just kept coming and asking him for help. And this is when he changed from plotting revenge to starting to form the idea of EquuSearch and putting his passion in helping other people that have missing people in their lives. And he had decided this was God's path for him. In Texas, EquuSearch was made in the honor of his daughter, Laura. It is a nonprofit, volunteer-based search and recovery team, and it's headquartered in Dickinson, Texas, which is a suburb of Houston. Originally, it was just horse-mounted searches because Tim would use his horses to look. But like-minded volunteers offered their expertise and their training in these searches. So now he can usually get horse-mounted searchers, on-foot searchers, ground-penetrating radar, sonar, SAR dog teams, boats, aircrafts, drones, and ATVs. And his motto for EquuSearch is "Lost is not alone." And I love that. I really love that. And the mission statement is, "We are committed to providing experienced, organized, and ethical volunteer search efforts for missing persons, utilizing the most suitable and up-to-date technologies. And being the founder of EquuSearch, Tim has also been able to testify in quite a few court cases. So he is thought to be credible. So what do you do in EquuSearch? So EquuSearch does train volunteers pretty much on site for the types of searches they do. They want to make sure everyone knows how to use the equipment that they have brought or that they're sharing. And one thing about Tim is that he refuses to take payment from any family of a missing loved one, except for one that we'll talk about a little later, but it makes sense why he wants money from that one. And a lot of law enforcement around this country uses EquuSearch, and EquuSearch has received a lot of awards and honors for helping the society. And EquuSearch has done about 2,000 cases within 42 states and 11 countries. He has helped close criminal cases. He has reunited 500 missing people with their families. And he has recovered around 250 victims' remains, which is just incredible, in my opinion. Absolutely incredible. Now, there was a branch of EquuSearch, which is EquuSearch Midwest, that was founded in 2012. It is also a volunteer-based nonprofit, and it specializes in large and small group searches. They can have as little as 5 people or up to over 500. And they also have a lot of resources available to them too. ATVs, drones, canines, horseback, and also advanced technology. And what are some well-known cases that EquuSearch has helped? Jesse Davis's disappearance and murder was searched with a rather large group of people, and they even brought in multiple SAR dog teams. In Acre Homes, Houston, Texas, they did searches in the wooded areas looking for possible bodies. This had been the scene of the recent body dumpings. On June 21st, 2008, they organized a PR campaign for Randy and Denham Sylvester. They found charred remains of children in the suitcase and chest near a railroad track on Highway 3 in Houston, Texas. They also aided in the Dylan Rounds and Summer Wells cases. They assisted in a large-scale search for Vanessa Ghislaine of the Fort Hood, Texas case. And they did the initial search of Natalie Holloway. And then the case that I was talking about that he actually would like to receive money on is Kaylee Anthony. Tim says that EquuSearch should be reimbursed by Casey Anthony because he put almost $110,000 into this search for her daughter that she knew was in the back of a car the whole entire time. He had planned a 2-day search for Kaylee Anthony and just has found it really disrespectful that Casey would use his services like this when he could truly be helping a family. And he says, according to Casey Anthony's testimony in court, she knew where she was the whole time the search was going on. Texas EquuSearch has been mentioned in multiple multimedia sources. They've gotten multiple honors, awards from the City of Houston, Foundation for the Improvement of Justice, honors from the National Daughters of the American Revolution. They've gotten honors from Crime Stoppers in Houston, and a Point of Light from George H.W. Bush. Tim is still the search coordinator even after all this time. And even more healing news for Tim, he was awarded $24 million in his lawsuit in the wrongful death of Laura Miller. There was never anyone charged in her murder, but they did have reason to believe that it was the convicted killer, Clyde Edwin Hedrick. He was convicted of multiple crimes, including manslaughter, and they just never did did anything in Laura's case. And on September 10th, 1984, there was even a petition that had claimed that Clyde had said that he abducted and murdered Laura, and it was just never really looked into. Clyde did not show up to court, so it was pretty easily awarded to him, and he got $10 million in exemplary damages and $2 million for interest and the rest for pain and suffering. And that is all I have on Texas EquuSearch. And of course, I hold the same passion of Tim for missing people, and of course I do it in a little different way, but I love to see how much good he has sprinkled over this missing person community, because Lord knows we need more happiness here. And thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe for me, and hit that notification button. That way you're notified the next time I upload. And I still have a GoFundMe for Crystal Young going. And if you haven't already, please go watch that video, because you need to know why her mom needs this PI so bad. I also still have stickers for sale. They're $2 each, and all proceeds go to the Cold Case Foundation. So it is for a good cause. And thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!